Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special report. Today, we are diving into one of the most volatile and rapidly evolving conflicts on Earth, the Pakistan-Afghanistan border war. Over the past days, intense clashes have erupted along the Durand Line, trade crossings have been closed, and both sides have made bold claims about casualties and territorial gains. Let us begin with the latest developments. Pakistan has shut down its key border crossings at Torkham, Chaman, Karlachi, Angur Adda, and Ghulam Khan, citing security threats after reports of Afghan forces opening fire on Pakistani border posts. Meanwhile, Afghanistan claims that it scored a major victory, asserting that 58 Pakistani soldiers were killed in overnight operations and that 25 Pakistani posts were captured. Pakistan, for its part, counters that only 23 of its soldiers were lost and that Afghan posts were destroyed in retaliation. But which narrative is accurate? Independent verification remains elusive. What is clear is that the border zone has become a tinderbox. Heavy gunfire, artillery exchanges, and airstrikes have been reported, especially in the Kurram region and along the mountainous border sectors.
To understand how we reached this point, we must go back a little further. Since 2024, skirmishes between Pakistani and Afghan, primarily Taliban forces, have been recurrent, driven by accusations of cross-border terrorism, militant sanctuaries, and contested territorial claims. Pakistan has accused the Taliban administration of harboring Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP) militants who launch attacks on Pakistani soil, arguments that Kabul routinely denies. At times, Pakistan has responded with airstrikes deep inside Afghanistan, targeting militant hideouts, a tactic that has drawn condemnation over civilian casualties. In September 2024, the Pakistani Air Force launched strikes in Kabul, Khost, Jalalabad, and Paktika, apparently targeting senior TTP figures, including their leader, Nur Wali Masood. Masood later released a video claiming he was alive and escaped the attack. In retaliation, Afghan Taliban forces launched coordinated attacks along the border, seizing multiple outposts and intensifying artillery and small arms fights. What's at stake in this conflict? First, stability in the region hangs in the balance. An all-out escalation could drag in outside actors, inflame militant networks, and jeopardize Afghanistan's already fragile humanitarian condition. Second, trade and civilian movement across the border have been severely disrupted by crossing closures, directly affecting livelihoods on both sides. Third, narratives of culpability and retaliation may fuel radicalization and recrimination, particularly if civilian casualties mount or displaced communities surge.
Looking ahead, several scenarios may unfold. Scenario 1, a rapid de-escalation brokered by regional powers. Pakistan or Afghanistan may agree to a temporary ceasefire, resume talks, and reopen trade crossings under monitored supervision. Scenario 2, a prolonged low-intensity conflict with periodic clashes but no decisive victory. This could become a frozen hot conflict, draining resources and stoking insecurity. Scenario 3, a full escalation into a wider border war involving heavy airstrikes, external backers, and a humanitarian crisis that spills into neighboring countries. To gauge which path might emerge, key indicators to watch include independent casualty verification, the reopening, or not, of border crossings, statements from third-party mediators like Saudi Arabia or Qatar,
and whether militant groups exploit the chaos to launch attacks. Before concluding, I want to emphasize, in a conflict zone like this, truth is often the first casualty. Viral claims, they killed 58 soldiers, they captured 25 outposts, must be viewed with caution, cross-checked, and contextualized. As content creators and observers, our responsibility is to present the evolving facts, flag inconsistencies, and resist amplifying propaganda without scrutiny. Thank you for watching this overview of the Pakistan-Afghanistan border conflict. If you found this video useful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more updates and in-depth analysis.